Cool.
So do you guys just want to introduce yourselves and I guess talk about your role in the band?
Well, I'm Jake, and I play the guitar. And
I'm Sarah, and I sing and play organ.
Okay. So how did the Bloody Diamonds start?
Well, we all met in music school a few years ago, and we kind of all lived right next door to each other, and it just kind of came together. I was looking for someone that could play riffs, and Jake really needed someone that could sing, so we kind of put that together, and our drummer was our next door neighbor, so we became friends with him and went from there.
So why the name? I've just been really curious about that ever since I heard about your band.
I think originally it just kind of came to us. I think I was the one that kind of thought of it, just walking down the street, and I was like, no, that's it. But only diamonds can cut diamonds. So I guess, I don't know. It's a tough world out there for a DIY band. So, only you can hold back yourself, I guess, is if you want to go deep into it, that's...
Cool. So you guys released an album in March. Do you want to talk a bit about that process?
we put out a 7-inch in March. There's only a couple songs. The process. We recorded it. We were on tour. We were up in Toronto. We had a couple days off. We recorded it with the same guy that recorded our first album, but now he lives in Toronto, so recorded it there. And I don't know, that's like I said. Then we finished off the tour, and it was mixed and mastered and pressed and stuff, and we released it. Then we went on tour again.
So you guys seem to be a pretty tour heavy band. Is it difficult being away from home for so long?
I don't think
being away from the road.
Yeah, I don't think any of us really get homesick at all. The only difficult part is being able to afford to keep touring and still try to keep a day job for when you're not on tour and things like that. So yeah, we definitely don't miss home. We'd be on tour all the time if we could, but you got to work that day job.
Yeah.
Someone's got to pay for the van.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any favorite places that you've been to on tour?
Here. St. John's, man.
Yeah, pretty much all of Newfoundland is one of our favorite places to go.
Yeah.
Where else?
Ottawa. I like Ottawa a lot.
Yeah, Ottawa's always really good.
But,
North Bay, Ontario, awesome. Yeah, people there are crazy, and they're always really into it. Yeah. Bowmanville, Ontario. There's a little record shop that has shows in it, and yeah, it's
awesome,
great.
man.
There's nothing in that town except the record shop, pretty much. So when we go there, everyone comes out, and it's really awesome. So it's cool.
So, I guess this is not your first time in Newfoundland? Is that correct to say?
Yeah, that's our third time here.
Okay. So how has, now having done this tour, how has that compared to your last tours here?
I'd say they pretty much keep getting better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of people out at the show last night at the Levee that had seen us once or twice before. So, everyone keeps coming back and bringing their friends. So the numbers are increasing. So it's good.
That's good.
They had a lot of really good shows this week, that's for sure.
Why have you guys decided to go to some of the smaller places in Newfoundland that kind of get passed over by other musicians?
Well, we drive here. A lot of people fly straight into St. John's, but we drive for a couple reasons. And, I mean, they're just on the way.
Yeah.
We did it the first time. We played Stephenville and Corner Brook and just kind of see what it'd be like, and they were amazing. It was a Monday and Tuesday night, and there was 60, 70 people out partying.
Wow.
So, in a really small town. So, I don't know, it felt really good, and everyone was really nice, and they all wanted us to come back. So, yeah, it's makes a whole week out of it instead of just a weekend, too. So,
cool. So where do you guys find the inspiration for your songs and music and lyrics and stuff?
Good riffs. I like good riffs. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, everything varies for like how a song starts. I think sometimes we'll write like 4 songs in one day, and then sometimes it'll take us a month to write one song. There's not really like a specific way to go about it. But and lyrically, I guess I don't know. I find once you write your first record, it's, you're talking about everything that you've been through your entire life, and then you put out your first record, and then you go on tour, and then it's like you kind of just are doing the same things over and over again. So you have to like pull from different areas to write new songs, because you can't just keep talking about like touring in a van and stuff. So yeah, I find it kind of changes the way I go about writing lyrics after the first record, because it's like, well, that's all I wanted to say for the past like 20 years. Now I gotta like start fresh. So yeah.
Could you guys tell us a bit more about the show that's happening tonight at CBTG's?
Yeah.
We're playing with Wild Domestic. They're from London, Ontario, and they're a super dope band. They have 2 drummers, and they're pretty good. And then Daniel Trouble's gonna play, and it should be a pretty cool show. Really, it's only $5 cars. Is it
$6?
$6 covered. But it was good. There's some like good drink specials on the go. CBTGs. We're on at late.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be on very late.
We'll be on late, but if you come out, we'll make it worth your while. It'll be a good night.
So do you guys have any plans for the future?
Yeah, I mean, we're doing this tour, and then we go back to Halifax to play the Pop Explosion. And then in late November, we're going back to Ontario and Quebec for a week. And then in December, we hope to record some new songs to put out in the spring. Maybe a 7-inch or 2, and then just more touring. Yeah, hope to go across Canada pretty soon.
Cool.
Maybe into the States.